Welcome back to Cruise1st TV. Always good to have you with us, and it's time now to start planning your escape to Japan's lost worlds in this show. It's amazing how many cruise and stay packages are being booked right now for Japan, and I have 4 feature offers for you that all include these mysterious and wonderful islands in Japan. We'll be cruising with Celebrity Cruises, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian Cruise Line, and we'll start by cruising with Princess Cruises for a Japan Explorer package for the 10th of June in 2026, where we fly you first from the UK out to Tokyo for a 3-night hotel stay. What an amazing city Tokyo looks as well. Just to literally wander through day and night and just have a little look. It looks a super exciting city. The National Garden is in Tokyo. There are temples, oh my word, and so much shopping. You are going to love it. Then we board Diamond Princess, and Diamond Princess really is the ship for this part of the world as well. She's done so many trips around Japan and in the Far East as well, which is great because you have that knowledge on board of the destinations. Amazing excursion ideas coming up for you as we go through the itinerary as well. And of course with Princess, it is that lovely familiarity right the way through the ship. The restaurants that we know and love throughout the Princess fleet are going to be on Diamond Princess. Wonderful spa, a lovely sanctuary to go and escape to as well if you want to. And you've got a couple of days where you can just really just enjoy and drink in what happens on board. Your first day is actually at sea, which is lovely, and that gives you a chance to kind of settle into the ship, navigate your way around, find your favorite little haven on the ship, check out the restaurants, go and see all of the menus, do all of that exciting stuff that we all do on day one of a cruise. As soon as you're on board, it's like, right, okay, where's my stateroom? Go and have a little wander around that, and then just go wander the ship and go and see everything. Do take in those amazing shows as well, because this is lovely. But this cruise is more about where we're going to. It's more about the destinations. It's more about exploring parts of Japan rather than just centering yourself in one place. We've just had 3 fabulous nights in Tokyo, and now it's time to kind of stretch our legs a little bit and branch out as we cruise to all of these different places. So as I say, the first day for you is at sea, which is lovely. It just means that you gently relax into your cruise. And then our first port is Nagasaki. So much to do here as well. You've got the famous cathedral dating back to the late 1800s, and it's UNESCO too. Next, we move on to Busan in South Korea. Lots to do here. The fabulous Busan Tower. There's Centum City, which is one of the world's largest department stores. You definitely want to have a little wander around. A day of scenic cruising through the Kanman Straits to Hiroshima, where you can head up to Hijiyama Park and see the zoo and the great views. On we go to Kochi on the island of Shikoku, where there's shrines and castles, amazing beaches, full of culture as well. This is beautiful. And of course, lots of excursions all the way through. You're into Kobe next for Kyoto, which will be lovely, and lots of different choices here for you as well, including the world's longest suspension bridge. Shimizu, really beautiful port here. And of course, trips out to Mount Fuji. You can see it from Shimizu itself, and you can go and be there as well and go up Mount Fuji if you want to as well. Very nice indeed. What a brilliant whistle stop through Japan and its fabulous islands that is. Of course, you want more details of the individual places you're going to. You can look up this offer on our website at cruise1st.tv, and you'll see more about the ship and more about the destinations as well. Now, if you like the sound of the package, there are other dates that run for this package from March next year all the way through to November in 2026. So you've got a broad span of dates that you can choose from. I'll give you a price for this date, the 10th of June in 2026. Fabulous way to explore Japan, and we include that stay in Tokyo. So your package is your flights to and from Tokyo, 3 nights in a hotel there before your 9-night Japanese Explorer cruise. And you can book this all today with a deposit of just £199 each as well. And that is enjoying all of the wonders on board Diamond Princess and the fabulous staterooms as well. You will love it. Let me show you your fabulous price for your package, which you can book today, remember, for a low deposit of just £199 of that price, which is really good. So if you are you've been thinking about this part of the world, you've been hearing us talk about it, and you've seen various packages, and you think, right, this is the one that I think that I want. Having that low deposit opportunity is brilliant, of course. Let's have a look at upgrades then for the cruise on this package. And remember, that's 9 of your 14 nights is on Diamond Princess. So you've got your ocean view balcony, state and suite prices there for you. And you've got your solo price on screen as well, which lots of you ask us for as well, because this is quite a nice thing to do actually if you're venturing out on a solo journey. Great part of the world to go and explore and go and see, and then do it within the wonderful social kind of setting of your cruise. So it's kind of the best of both worlds really, isn't it? You've got your time to explore Tokyo, and then you've got this wonderful, very, very sociable and fun cruise with Princess enjoying everything that they have to offer. If you want to make it all inclusive, of course, Princess Plus is there as your friend. £50 per person per day gets you a brilliant drinks package, as you know, Wi-Fi gratuities, premium desserts, casual dining, room service, and so much more for a fabulous price tag of just £50 per person per day. So if you want to kind of prepare yourself as much as you possibly can, that's a brilliant thing to do while you book and get that added. Again, talk to the team about that, and talk to the team about the other dates that are available there for you as well. Obviously, price varies by date, but the team have all the details for you, and they will just go straight to the very, very best deals for you. Right, changing up cruise lines now, staying in Japan for celebrity cruises this time, and we are going to Japan and South Korea with 2 stays on this one in Seoul in South Korea and one in Tokyo. It's 18 nights and it starts on the 2nd of October in 2026, and we fly first over to South Korea to Seoul, and we are staying here for 2 nights in a hotel. This is lovely, bustling capital, wonderful palaces there and parks. There's traditional villages that you can visit as well, wonderful street food, fabulous trendy boutiques, not seen by too many people either, which is brilliant. Then after your 2 nights there, it's time to cruise Celebrity Millennium from Incheon, which is the port for Seoul. You're going to be on board for 12 nights. And just look at how wonderful it looks. Just look at how smart and relaxing, and how, oh my word, I don't know whether you've ever, and I say this I know all the time, but I don't know whether you've ever treated yourself to a lovely spa day at these kind of various resorts there are around the UK. But this for me feels like, 12 nights of that same kind of level of experience. Although instead of just going for the 1 day, you get to stay for the best part of 2 weeks, and you get to have this most amazing stateroom with the most incredibly comfortable beds and everything you need, everything smart and beautiful, fabulous bathroom and everything else. And then you lavish yourself on all of these fantastic spaces, amazing restaurants, great entertainment, so much of which are included in the price you pay as well. So many different forms of entertainment as well. There's live music, there's comedy, there's the nightclub, there's the full production shows as well. And you've got those real lovely choices of specialty dining on board as well. Does have a full Canyon Ranch Spa Club, which you'll love for fabulous pamper treatments as well. It's quite nice to go for something like a nice massage, or just sit in the sauna or the steam room or whatever, and just while away your time. Don't forget though, we have got destinations to go and see. I mean, you might never want to leave the cruise ship whatsoever, but it would be a shame to miss all of these fabulous ports. So out of Incheon in South Korea to Jeju Island, where you can wander the Sunrise Park, you can tour the National Park here with the highest peak in South Korea, and so much more. Then we head to Kyushu Island in Japan for Kumamoto. Really fascinating area here, pretty unspoilt landscapes as well, and a fascinating history. Kagoshima is next with the big volcano at Sakurajima, which lots of people go and visit for the hot springs and the lava observatory too. Hiroshima is next. The famous Carp Castle is here, and wonderful gardens which date back to the 1600s here as well. So a very peaceful day as well, lovely. Day at sea, we're in Osaka, and we're here for an overnight as well. So 2 days, you can visit the aquarium, which is one of the world's largest. There's Universal Studios there as well if you like the theme parks. and a whole wealth of history. A day at sea, we are back into Shimizu, which is the port for Mount Fuji. Incredible tours here. Definitely something that you want to see. And we finished the cruise in Yokohama with an overnight on board there, and then you head to Tokyo for a 2-night hotel stay there, which is going to be, again, incredible. What a way to round off this holiday. There you are in Tokyo. Now, we've got 2 nights in a hotel. If you want to add more into the package, you can always do that, not a problem. Just talk to the team. What we're doing here is we're just putting out some wonderful ideas and just showing you how great value for money all of this variety of travel is for you, because quite often people do maybe try and cost up, you know, a week in Tokyo, for instance, to say that they've been to Japan and tried it and seen it. And actually what stops a lot of people is the fact that when you try and, you know, cost up a regular holiday, you get about as far as flights and you think, okay, maybe in 5 years' time. This is a brilliant, big, comprehensive package. It is for late 2026, but remember, we've put the whole thing together as one wonderful package, and you can book it today with a deposit of less than £200 each, which is lovely. So that includes your flight from the UK out to Seoul in South Korea, a 2-night hotel stay there, and then your fabulous, wonderful included cruise on Celebrity Millennium. So it's not just the cruise, the 5-star wonderful ship, but you've got a classic drinks package and Wi-Fi included as you make your way through some just stunning ports in both Japan and South Korea, including that port for Mount Fuji and the overnight in Osaka as well. The cruise ends in Yokohama, that's the port nearby to Tokyo, and you'll then have 2 nights in a hotel in Tokyo before the flight back to the UK. The drinks and Wi-Fi, by the way, has a value of over $1,300 each, which is good to know when I show you the price for the whole package, because that's where it really throws the value into perspective. Look, I mean, yeah. What do you think? It's good, isn't it? And of course, remember, you can tailor this package as you want to. You want more nights in Seoul, more nights in Tokyo, do something on the way back rather than flying straight from Tokyo back to the UK. You want to do something else on the way back. Absolutely fine. But that is a phenomenal starting point, I have to say, at $3,299 per person. Now, if you do want to treat yourself on the cruise part of this, here's the prices to upgrade to Ocean View and to Balcony. And bear in mind, that's a 12-night cruise. Given the fact that this is 5-star, 12 nights Ocean View upgrade for $199 is pretty good going, isn't it? I'll leave that with you. You can talk to our team about it and anything else you want to do in terms of, you know, changing around that package a little bit if you want to. Great to have the drinks and Wi-Fi, because, you know, Wi-Fi is great for maybe looking into ideas of the places that you are going to be cruising to. Of course, you'll have excursions that you'll have the option to book up if you want to as well, and some brilliant ideas come out of the list of excursions from a cruise line like Celebrity, because they've got all different kinds of things: walking tours, shopping tours, cultural tours, main attractions, you know, and they can fit 2 or 3 things, highlight experiences into one excursion day, which is brilliant. So again, if you want to know more, call us now, 0800 953 4700. Our team, remember, specialise in cruise, so they know everything there is to know about the ships, the parts of the world that you're going to as well. Amazing. It's a great holiday, don't you think, for those people who have never been to Japan, because Japan has always felt pretty unfamiliar, I think, to travellers from the UK. But I've said this many times, because we've all got phones in our hands right now with apps that can take a picture of something in Japanese and it translates it there in real time to English. It just makes actually being in Japan so much easier. And the Japanese are so welcoming and friendly as well. Let's switch cruise lines again now to Royal Caribbean and take in incredible Japan and South Korea, this time with a stay in Shanghai in China. 10 nights altogether on the 23rd of October next year, and we will fly out to Shanghai from the UK first for a night in a hotel there. There's the Shanghai Museum there, the bustling Nanjing Road, which is perfect for shopping. There's trendy areas of the city. There's great nightlife there, the World Financial Center, the Oriental Pearl Tower, and so much more. And after your night in Shanghai, Spectrum of the Seas is our Royal Caribbean ship, and Spectrum was built for this part of the world. It's where she lives, it's where she is, and she is incredible. She's Quantum Ultra class, so for those of you who know ships like Quantum of the Seas and Anthem of the Seas and Ovation of the Seas, you know, this is all of that plus, which is amazing, which means you've got a big ship with lots to do, with lots and lots of different choices on board. It has got the North Star, it has got the lovely solarium that we just saw there. Look at how stunning and impressive these restaurants are. That's the main dining restaurant there. You can see it's over several levels. And then you've got these smaller, more intimate and quite often tailored Far Eastern style restaurants there, like Sichuan Red that we're seeing right now, which looks absolutely amazing. It's making my mouth water just thinking about it. And a different Wonderland as well, Wonderland by Daedong. So Far Eastern mysteries are coming to you, and that's how you reveal the menu. You paint over it with a paintbrush and it reveals itself. So clever. That's one of the specialty dining options, and it's well worth doing, let me tell you. Many other restaurants, Teppanyaki is there as well, talking about this part of the world. That's a great night of not just food, but entertainment as well. It's so funny. It is so funny. It's brilliant. Jamie's Italian is on board, as she is some of the other Quantum class as well. Chops Grill, of course, for the most amazing steaks. Yes, you've got your Windjammer there, which is amazing. And of course, of an evening, the most fabulous entertainment. And I imagine that's going to be very, very visual entertainment in this part of the world. And they just know how to please everyone, Royal Caribbean. Whether you've got the whole family with you, whether it's just you two as a couple going to explore Japan and South Korea, you know, if you've got the kids with you or other members of the family, you know, people of all ages doing all of the daredevil things, you know, enjoying the sit down and stop things, which are just as easy to do with Royal Caribbean. You'll absolutely love it. Now, we are sailing for 8 fabulous nights out of Shanghai. After you've done a bit of bumper cars, or while you're doing that, along the cruise, off we go. First of all, to Jeju in South Korea. Some amazing beaches here, and the Dongmam market there is the place to go and pick up all sorts. Next, we have a day at sea into Osaka or Kyoto. Seaside city here, lovely mountainside temples, pristine beaches and more. Niigata is next, where you can visit the rice terraces, which are really nice. Sado Island is close to here as well, very historic area indeed. Hakodate is next, where you can wander around the Enuma Park here, head up the mountain itself, or cruise the lakes just underneath it, which are just divine. 2 days at sea, we are back into Shanghai. I love the fact that your final 2 days of the cruise are at sea, because you've got to have time to do all of those things on the ship that you really don't want to miss out on. Go on the North Star, you know, do all of those fun things as well, and have plenty of time to relax and enjoy it before you then fly back to the UK. But again, this is a really interesting itinerary. Again, we've got 1 night in a hotel in Shanghai, but if you want to make that 2, 3, 4, you know, again, no problem whatsoever. And maybe on the way back from Shanghai, there's something else you want to do as well. Remember, we can tailor a package that is absolutely bespoke to you, not a problem. So you can book this whole holiday today with deposits of just £199 each, which is really good. And the package itself, there's another date for it running in the 16th of April in 2026. So remember, you've got so much included here. It is ridiculous. I'm going to show you the price straight away, because I couldn't believe it quite when I saw it. That's why I'm cutting straight to the chase on this one, because that's your flight out to Shanghai in China. It's a night in a hotel, and it is that phenomenal cruise as well on Spectrum of the Seas, and your flight back from Shanghai, all of that for £1599 per person. Deposits today, just £199 each. So what about the upgrades? Because you're on a Quantum Ultra ship here as well, so you may well want to go up to one of those balconies, one of the virtual balconies maybe. Let's go and check those out. Very nice. And of course, if you want to add more nights in Shanghai, you know, actually you've got a lot of breathing space there to be able to do it. It's a fabulous opportunity, isn't it? And a brilliant price to go so far and see so much for that price tag is just brilliant, and I would grab that with both hands. I know, you know, we're talking about the end of next year, Or indeed, you know, you could take the date in April, the 16th of April. Obviously call if you want to know the price for the package the following April, but low deposits right now gives you plenty of breathing space between now and when it happens. That is brilliant. Call us now if you want that, 0800 953 4700. Lots more deals like this, of course, on our website at Cruise1st.tv. You'll find lots there, lots of brilliant ideas. And one other thing, just make sure as well, go to our website today, Cruise1st.tv. I've forgotten the website address there, Cruise1st.tv. Go right the way down. I think it's right at the bottom. There's a space there to put in your email address and sign up and get the latest updates, because we can send you when there's a special deal going on, when there's a flash sale, when there's some kind of new something happening, we'll let you know. So it's well worth signing up. And don't forget, all of our shows are on our YouTube channel for you to see 24 hours a day. So if you want to send the show to, you know, a friend or, you know, another member of the family that might want to come along on one of these holidays, then they're all on our website and our YouTube channel. Right. Changing cruise lines again now to Norwegian Cruise Line for Japan and South Korea. 19 nights, and this is for the 1st of October next year. And we're flying first from the UK out to Tokyo again this time. 3-night hotel stay in Tokyo. There's fabulous shrines that you can go and visit there. One of the most famous is the Meiji Shrine there, which is really nice. There's the Imperial Palace that you can go and visit as well. High-end shopping in Ginza, fine dining there, entertainment as well. Very, very nice indeed. It's really such a mix of old and new. And then it's time for cruising. 2 weeks this time on Norwegian Spirit. We're all inclusive here as well, which is brilliant. We've got more at sea, which means that you have got more nights of speciality dining. It means that you have got your Wi-Fi included. It also means you've got shore excursion credits, which is very, very good to have. And most importantly, I think, well, I say most importantly, it might not be to you, but to me, it's great to know that you've got a premium drinks package as part of your offering. The most fabulous speciality dining restaurants that are well worth treating yourself to. I mean, Norwegian ships are, as you can see, they're very boutique, they're very smart, they're very colourful, they're just great. But treating yourself to some of the flavours in the speciality dining restaurants is well worth doing, let me tell you. And not forgetting the most incredible entertainment as well. More details on our website if you look up the ship. Okay, so here we go on our two-week cruise, should I say, to Mount Fuji port first, which is Shimizu. And there are a wealth of other choices besides seeing the mountain here as well. It's great for walking. Next, we go into Kobe for Kyoto. You can visit Chinatown here with amazing food, of course, local arts and crafts as well. Nagoya is next, which is one of the largest cities in Japan, actually, famed for the castle and very vibrant downtown area. Look at that castle, it's stunning. Looks like it's from a Christmas card, doesn't it? Day at sea, Hakodate on the southern tip of Hokkaido here. Enjoy the views from the mountain, cruise the lakes, take the ropeway up, so many options. Sapporo next, which is the port. Taro is the port. Take a rickshaw tour here, pass by the famous canal and take pictures. Niigata we come into next, where you can wander through the city centre, visit maybe the city aquarium or through that park there, which is beautiful. Kanazawa is next, which is another wonderful area surrounded by the Japanese Alps, and the big national park is there. You'll do some scenic cruising through the Kanman Strait to Hiroshima, which again is just so beautiful. Very, very poignant, of course, as well. The Peace Memorial is there, but some amazing sights to see before we cruise on to Sasebo, which is the port for Nagasaki. There's an observatory here for the big panoramic views, and a zoo park and gardens, which is well worth going to see. Final port is Jeju in South Korea, where we can wander the Sunrise Park, tour the national park with one of the highest peaks here in South Korea, before we arrive into Incheon, which is the port for Seoul. We're here for an overnight before we then disembark and fly back to the UK. Oh my word, this is a big old trip, this one, isn't it? It's wonderful though. You are going to absolutely love it. So let's just remind ourselves of what we're doing here. This is such good use of 19 nights, I think. Flying out to Tokyo, having your stay in a hotel there, so plenty of time to enjoy the city break. And then you've got 2 weeks of cruising on Norwegian Spirit. Major highlight ports and cities in Japan. And then touching into South Korea, into Jeju Island and the port for Seoul at the end of the cruise before you then fly back. So it's a really deep dive into Japan and South Korea, this one actually. Excellent package with Norwegian Cruise Line next October. So your flight to Tokyo, 3 nights in a hotel there, 2 weeks on Norwegian Spirit, all inclusive, remember, premium drinks, Wi-Fi, excursion credits and extra nights of specialty dining in Japan and South Korea, ending in the port for Seoul. And then, of course, you'll fly back from Seoul to the UK. Deposits today, just £199 each, and I can't wait to see this price tag. Because I think actually this is one of the most jam-packed, intensive of all of these Japan trips that we've just seen at $3,299. And if you bear in mind that's all inclusive as well, with your flights and the stay in Tokyo, a jackpot, you have just hit it. Here's the prices for the upgrades. If you want to go to Ocean View or balcony on this one, it is a 2-week cruise, remember, so you may well want to, you know, upgrade the experience. I mean, it's already upgraded. You think about it, walking around the whole of Norwegian Spirit. I mean, that is just stunning. As a ship, it is incredible. You've got so much included, including, you know, extra nights of specialty dining without any extra charge. Premium drinks all the way through, and a shore excursion credit for every port you go into. So if you are thinking, okay, well, I haven't even heard of this place in Japan before, so let's have a look at the list of excursions. You have got some credit already there for every place that you go to, which again, I just think is kind of worth its weight in gold, really, isn't it? Kind of helps you along straight away to get those bigger trips kind of sorted, which is great. Deposits today on this, just £199 each. And again, any other questions or any other changes you want to make to the package, feel free. Just call the team and we'll make it happen. We'll cost it all up for you. 0800 953 4700. It's amazing. Oh, I'm dizzy now. Aren't you? We've had 4 fabulous ideas. They've all been great. I mean, Japan is a part of the world that everyone wants to see. I feel like every year that goes by, I am one step closer to getting over to Japan, partly because behind the camera that you're looking at me at right now is Richard, who we've worked together for like 20 years. And I've been hearing about Japan because he goes to Japan twice, 3 times a year if he can, every single year, and just loves it and comes back with so many tales of so many different things. And I think actually the great thing about a cruise and Japan is that you can explore all of these different regions at the same time. Sure, in somewhere like Tokyo, you want to stay, you want to spend some time. It's like if you were taking your first trip to London, you want a couple or 3 nights there. For someone who'd never been there before, Tokyo is exactly the same. And then it's great to dot yourself around all of the different islands, of which there are many that make up Japan, and dip in and see those old temples and shrines and those amazing hillsides. And remember, of course, you know, they bloom and blossom, these lands, like you've never seen before. You know, there's snow-capped peaks, like snow like you've never seen before as well. Just a magical place, absolutely magical place to be. And we have literally hundreds of different packages going to Japan. One thing I will say to you is that they are very, very popular and they do sell out quickly. So if you see something, even on our website or one of the shows, and you like the idea, then act upon it and talk to the team on 0800 953 4700. Thank you so much for your company. See you soon.